Hello and good morning, Hypercom. This is your favorite and bestest pal in the whole wide America, Dr. Fox, broadcasting to you live from Subbasement 27, deep in the heart of the Hypercube Studios. And it is Tuesday morning cancer. I am just so excited to tell you about all the things that I've been up to over the past 24 to 36 hours. So let's just jump into it. First off, let me see how I do this. Timefortheshow.com is running. I'm manually adding all of the episodes back. Episodes 2 through 40 are up, except for episode 13, which is famously missing, because as is tradition, we didn't hit record that night. And by we, I'm going to go with me. One of us didn't. And that's how I remember it. And I think that was the irony of the situation. It was episode 13. I've also found a couple of episodes from 2017. These would be known as Season 0 episodes. There's only a few of those, but I will make those available on the Patreon as they are discovered. So go ahead and head on over to patreon.com/hypercube. If you're at least on the $1 tier, you'll get access to those as they come out. Those tiers are still active for Hypercom upgrades, including our rehydrated scab level, which gives you access to our Scabs VIP chat room, where you can see pictures of cuts, abrasions, bruises, smacks, and little slashes across your favorite subgeniuses. And you can access the Discord at any time for free. Just go to timefortheshow.com, click the Discord button, or go to discord.hypercubego.com. Join Hypercom today. I have to say com way too many times there. This is my second take on a video today. I did one for about 10 minutes, about a minute and a half ago, and I immediately realized that my mic was muted. So I'll go and I'll take care of that. You can probably still find that and see the stupid look on my face at the end when I realized that. So it'd be different, if there were, people listening to the show. There were viewers in the chat this morning or in the Hypercom or anything like that. But no, everybody's had enough of me. Mean old Dr. Fox. He don't need nobody around him to tell him to feel better. No, sir. Nope. I'm just a sad baby. I'm just a sad, sad baby. But yeah, that's where we're at right now, fixing websites. Hypercube Go is also coming back together. There's really no reason to go there right now other than to click the Discord button. But I'll have links to some of our older projects, like the video game we made, X-Day, the video game, the demo. I'll put back up on there. Probably the Dr. Fox Live at the West End album, if you so kind to remember that. Links to anything that I have from Sellout Con or X-Day when we did that, and information on the movie premiere. By the way, the movie's done, and I'm really excited about it. I have to balance out my workload today. Which side of the toilet am I gonna lean? And I gotta get to work on the physical copies of the movie, because those need to be ready by the premiere. I really wish that I wasn't such a lazy piece of shit and could have gotten this done earlier. We could have submitted this movie to Bizarro Land, which I thought would be a great place to exhibit the film. But that's going to be down here in Orlando, I believe, on December 11th. So, yeah, if you're in town, let's go to Bizarro Land, and we'll definitely submit the movie to them for next year. Mentioning before, the Patreon, that is what is going to help fund getting the movie out there, making promotional materials, getting physical copies, and ideally those are things that we'll be able to send out to other studios and things like that, other creative people, just so I can wave my little flag and say, hey, I'm over here, what do you want to do? And we've received some real positive outlooks on support for this. Negative Land, I was speaking to Mark Hostler. We do feature a Negative Land song in a kind of a music video segment in the movie, and they said let us know how you're promoting it and when you do, and we'll let everybody know. So I really appreciate that, as well as OSI 74 seems to be very interested in taking on the hosting for like streaming, so you'd be able to watch the movie on OSI 74. There was talk of maybe doing the movie of the week when they put it up, and then throwing it in the Subgenius section. I don't know what they're going to do. I appreciate everything that they do over there. Mr. Lobo is slaving away. He's a good hypercubist. Lousy Subgenius works too hard. But that's where we're looking at with that. And when it comes to like physical distribution, I've got two different paths I'm kind of sitting on. After I do like one run of the Blu-rays, I'll keep a stack of them here and I'll sell them through the website until they're gone. But just giving the movie to either the Church of the Subgenius or to Troma, and I think Troma would be really good. I would love to see that goofy ass degraded VHS intro of the New York skyline, those goofy spotlights, and that horrible music. I love it so much. I'd love to see the Troma intro before time for the movie. So these are all avenues that I'm considering taking, but by any means this is not going to be the last film. This will probably be the last time for the show movie, absolutely. But there are other things that I want to make, which brings us to YouTube. So earlier in the week, actually a couple of weeks ago, I got an email that Google Podcasts was going to stop. Currently, you can listen to Time for the Show with the updated RSSs that I've put together on iTunes, and I had set it up for the Time for the Show on Google Podcasts, but it doesn't seem to want to work. But they're going to discontinue, they being Google, is going to discontinue the google.podcast.com platform and everything like that. I guess it's going to be around for about another year, and then they're going to unplug it in favor of getting people to move to YouTube podcasts. So I set that up today, or actually yesterday, and I put the RSS feed in for YouTube podcasts. And throughout the day, I received emails letting me know that you cannot monetize this content because these episodes that are in... Now, remember, that YouTube's not hosting this. They don't host it at all. Alright, I've got it hosted somewhere else. But because these episodes have songs in them, even if they're just snippets of songs that Fid edited out, those episodes are... They're not... I haven't received a copyright strike, but I've been notified that if I ever want to monetize the channel, that something will have to be done with that. Now, being that it's an RSS feed on YouTube, I think it shouldn't be any problem just deleting that. If you want to listen to it, there's plenty of other ways to. And that's the important part of putting the website together so that you can listen to these episodes uncensored. And if you're going to support, let's be frank, unless I'm getting close to 1 million views per episode, I don't see where any monetization would come in handy at all. We'd be looking at the most a few dollars a month if we make that much, if Hypercube Go was to continue to evolve. And it will. We've passed the 500 subscriber mark, and I appreciate that to everybody that subscribed and hit the little bell and hits like and leaves a comment. That stuff makes the channel look better. And I appreciate it when you do that. And I try to go back and answer comments here and there and engage with you. But the best way to engage with me and the rest of the Hypercubes is by joining the Hypercom. So again, if you go to the websites, click the Discord button, discord.hypercubego.com. Join the Hypercom. But Patreon is going to be essential to getting into these film festivals. As we get back into the swing of doing other things, and I'm finishing up on this, I do want to do the show. But if you find it in your heart to donate, just even $1 today at Patreon, that money is going towards paying fees for film festivals. Now, what most film festivals are, if you haven't learned this by now, is basically a group of friends that get together and show their movies and then give each other awards and hand jobs. That's basically what a film festival is. It's just a bunch of people congratulating each other, just pats on the back all day. And then they'll bring other people in, and because, they need to keep that pool limited, they charge those contestants. Now, some aren't bad. It's $20 here, $50 there, and $20 to enter a film festival. That's understandable. That'll at least put up a gate and slow down people that are just throwing shit in. $50, it's like, well, now it seems like you're making your money off of the submissions, and that becomes quite abundantly clear at some of the other film festivals that I've looked at that claim to have larger audiences. They have stricter requirements on even how you can submit your movie. Not what your movie is, but like on the technical format of your movie. And then they want up to $200 to submit your film to their film festival. And I think I'm in the wrong fucking business, right? Hypercube Film Festival. I think that's what we need to do. But, I'm going to try and make it down to the Bizarro Land. That seems to be a more independent group of people that are really celebrating weird shit. And I don't know if Time for the Movie is going to be what they're looking for, but I have a feeling they'll show it. And I think that would be a good audience for it. And it's difficult trying to find a comedy film festival. It's difficult trying to find a comedy film, but the film festivals seem to primarily focus on like being like a mini Cannes, mini Sundance. They want dramas and biopics and little documentaries about native indigenous people that happen to be queer and then happen to have like a knack for crocheting yak hair. That's what they want. They want that encouraged diversity. They don't want people like Dr. Fox coming around and showing their films. So, but after that, it's horror. There are more horror film festivals, I think, than any other category, especially comedy. And some comedy films can cross that threshold into horror movies. I know that exists. I know Trauma does shit like that, like Dale and Tucker and John dies at the end and stuff like that. That works for a comedy horror angle, things like that. But it's, if people are going for slasher movies and gore flicks and stuff like that, homebrew and fun as they are, that audience is not going to be conducive to sitting and listening to Subgenius's psychobabble for an hour. So trying to find these niche little places to submit the film is important. If you have an idea, please send it to me. You can email me at drfox, DOKTORFAUX @gmail.com, and let me know of film festivals that you think that would be receptive to this. I'm not going to put the movie on YouTube for a long time. Some of these festivals, that's the reason why. They don't want the film to really be available, which I get. They don't want people to be preloaded and be like, oh yeah, let's come in, like, oh, we know this. If you can get your friends to come in and cheer and holler, that's one thing. But I can see where juries and audience selections can be skewed simply because they've seen it already. So I don't mind that angle. So when we're done with festivals, we'll hand it over to OSI 74, and I would imagine that this movie's not going to be on YouTube until the very end of next year, if next year at all. But it will be available, on the stores, on the Patreon. I was thinking the $5 or $10 level, you'll get a digital copy of the movie, and probably just the 720p cut. But if you get the Blu-ray, you'll get the bloopers and a couple of goofy videos and stuff like that. Some real good bonus features on the Blu-ray, which I need to get to work on very soon, like as in the next couple of minutes. But yeah, things are moving forward. Check out the old episodes of Time for the Show. You can listen to them right there on the website, timefortheshow.com. Join the Hypercom. Subscribe here on YouTube. Follow the Facebook pages if you have the patience to. I am so sick of that crap. But give me a follow on Twitter, X, at DOKFAUX. This is your pal, buddy, and bestest friend in the whole wide America.